The following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
Finals basketball here on WTNS. Today's game is Coshocton versus St. Clairsville. Here's Steve Corries and Chris Wallace.
And thank you very much, Cody. And we are at Harrison Central High School for this district final game this afternoon. It's going to be Coshocton up against St. Clairsville. We'll be back with Coach's Corner. This is high school boys basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
Coach in 3, 2, 1. My guest on Coach's Corner, James Herman, head coach of the Coshocton Redskins. Redskins in the district finals. And I'll tell you, an exciting time for Coshocton basketball.
Absolutely. Anytime you get to the district finals, that's something special. We happen to be the second year in a row. Hopefully we have a little different outcome than we had last year.
All right, let's talk a little bit about, before we talk about today's game, I want to talk about the game the other night, against Martins Ferry, a good Martins Ferry team. I thought we really took command early. JJ came out, hit 3 triples, boom, 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 and, all of a sudden we got the nice lead, and, they got back in it a little bit, but I thought overall we just played really well.
I agree. We played very good basketball, just like we've been practicing and have been playing. I mean, that was the 5th win in a row, and the guys have really bought in and continue to grow. Which is fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of in practice. Then you see them do it during a game. So many of the same little things that we're preaching, they're doing constantly. And there was a play that happened in the game that nobody and their brother would have any idea what it was, but it was Cash Murphy. We threw the ball to the wrong side to get into a set that we want early in the second half. Matter of fact, I think it was the first possession of the second half, and he immediately got it back so that we could swing it to the other side to get what we wanted. And it was just beautiful. So I love to watch the guys grow.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your opponent tonight. This is an opponent that you are familiar with. Played them earlier in the season. What can you tell us?
Well, St. Clairsville is number 1 seed. They were the number 1 seed last year. They've been very good for a long, long time. We have our work cut out for us. We did get to play them way back right after Christmas, but and I've watched that game several times, and we are a totally different team than we were then. We have grown by leaps and bounds. So we're really excited to get another opportunity to play against the team that taught us a few lessons the first time.
All right, Keys, what do you got to do to get a win?
Well, we got to do what we have been doing, and that's play every possession like it's our last with great energy and enthusiasm. We got to box out and rebound. They like to run a little bit and press, so we got to pay attention to our sprint zone. We got to do our work there. Value the basketball, and, of course, on the defensive end, we need to be the most physical team. We got to communicate and just play with great toughness.
All right. Appreciate your time and good luck.
Thank you to WTNS for following us on the road in the tournament.
All right. We'll be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
The Ensley Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Ensley. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Ensley Agency at 622-1111.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Ensley Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Ensley Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to ensley-agency.com.
Hi, I'm Reggie Miller.
Hi, I'm Marty Miller.
Tax refund season is here, and it's time to turn that refund into a ride. Come see us at RAM 5-Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street.
Where you driving dreams come true.
Also, good luck to our favorite Redskin, Quentin Summers.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Einell Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance, with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Einell Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Did you know Wits of Coshocton has lunch specials for under $5? This includes shredded chicken, grilled cheese, BLTs, or chicken salad sandwiches. Enjoy a delicious foot-long coney, bag of chips, and a 12-ounce drink for only $4. Check every Monday for the new weekly specials as well as the custard flavor of the week. On Tuesdays, all scoops are half price. Witt's Frozen Custard is now open 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday. Witt's Frozen Custard is now located inside the Coshocton Coffee Connection at 750 South 2nd Street.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
It's shamrocks and shot clocks at Jeff Drennan. That means save and owe the green through April 6th. Score game-changing savings on your next ride. Plus, in-store shenanigans where you shoot, you score, and you drive. Take your shot. Visit us on social media or jeffdrennan.com/green for your weekly updates. Jeff Drennan Dealerships. We're saving the slam dunk. Plus, this month, let us pay your state sales tax on every new vehicle. We also have other rebates and 0% interest on select vehicles. Only at Jeff Drennan, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Coshocton.
Great care is closer than you think at Coshocton Regional Medical Center.
I find it really rewarding to work here because I know that the care I provide will directly impact this community.
It gives me a great sense of pride to be able to give back that health care that I got while I was a patient here.
When the people come in, we know them by name, and that means so much to a patient when we can connect with them, and I know that they know they're loved.
Care for our community starts at Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
This is John from the Warehouse Restaurant in Roscoe Village. The Warehouse is again proud to sponsor the player of the game, where they will receive our legendary onion rings and our famous cheeseburger. The Warehouse is the place to go before or after the game, or the place to be to watch your favorite college or professional team. The Warehouse is open 7 days a week, 11 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sunday. Good luck to all the area high school teams.
As we get older, planning ahead becomes more important than ever. At Bratton Law, LLC in Coshocton, attorneys Kelly Bratton and Corey Laney help you protect what you've worked hard for. From wills and trusts to Medicaid planning, guardianships, and real estate, their team takes the time to listen and guide you every step of the way. Call 740-202-9557 or visit BrattonLawCoshocton.com. Bratton Law, trusted legal care right here at home. High School. The starting lineups are brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, a locally owned family business offering a full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. Taking a look at St. Clairsville. At a forward position is a 6'3 senior wearing number 0, Nico Jacob. At a guard position is a 6'2 sophomore wearing number 4, Luke Schaefer. Another guard is a 5'9 senior wearing number 5, Caden Clifford. A 5'9 guard who's a senior wearing number 11, Ollie Moley. And a 6'7 forward, he's a senior wearing number 14, Griffin Straub. Taking a look at the visitors in tonight's contest, the Coshocton Redskins. At a forward position is a 6'5 sophomore wearing number 0, Mason Williams. At a guard position is a 6'1 junior wearing number 3, Champ Haley. At the forward position is a 6'4 sophomore wearing number 4, Cash Murphy. At a guard position is a 6' senior wearing number 13, JJ Herman. And to the guard position is a 6-foot senior wearing number 22, Quentin Summers. The starting lineups have been brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. R.J. Wright & Sons has locations in Newcomerstown, New Philadelphia, Caldwell, and now Circleville.
Coaches in the game, James Herman at Coshocton. The Redskins come in with a record of 13-11. For St. Clairsville, Ryan Clifford, the head man, they come in with a 17-7 record, and they are the number 1 seed in the region. So it's going to be Coshocton and St. Clairsville for the opportunity to move on to the regional tournament. These two teams met earlier in the season, and St. Clairsville defeated the Redskins by a score of 75-57. So both teams have hit the floor, and we're just about ready to get underway here from Harrison Central High School. Ball's in the air, and St. Clairsville will have it first with the basketball, be the point guard. Ollie Mobley will bring it across the timeline. Tries to penetrate downhill. Now it's cut off, sticks it out into the corner. They'll work it around the perimeter. Coshocton will start in their zone. They'll try to get the ball, if possible, to Straub, who's their big scorer. He hits his first shot, is short, no good. Ball's on the deck, and the rebound comes down to Mason Williams. Head to Champ Haley. Haley gives it up to Herman. Herman from deep goes left side to Haley. Haley gets it over to Murphy. Murphy to Haley, dumps it down low, and Haley gets it back. He's going to take a little shot from the wing and hits a triple. Champ Haley starts things off for Coshocton with a 3. And the Redskins jump out in front 3-0 with the basketball. Mulhay, he's the point guard. He'll bring it across. Goes left side. There's a long triple. That's going to be back on no good by Clifford. Ball on the deck. Rebound Mason Williams again. Williams hands it off to Herman, and Coshocton comes down. 6:55 to play in the opening quarter. 3-0 Redskins. Where the ball is going to be Herman. Herman goes left side to Murphy. Murphy into the corner to Haley. Champ Haley looks inside. Thought about it, now penetrates in, a little fade away, but gets it back out to Summers. Quentin Summers drives, picks up his dribble, goes to Murphy. Murphy trying to get downhill, cut off, little spin move inside, throws up a shot, no good, tips it out, and rebound to Summers. His little floater's good. Quentin Summers came up with the ball and dropped it in the hole, a 5-0 Coshocton lead. Mulhay will bring it across the timeline for St. C. Goes left side, Straub, back to Mulhay, now to go the right wing to Clifford. Just working the perimeter against the zone. Dumps it down into the corner to Clifford. Back out it goes to Straub. They'll just work the perimeter with the basketball. Schaefer taking their time, trying to figure out how they want to attack this. Now out front with the basketball is Muley. He's the point guard. Right wing it goes to Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it down inside. Back it goes. Tried to throw it, almost lost it. Little floater in there's no good. Ball rebound on the deck. Comes up to Champ Haley. Shot was missed by Caden Clifford. And here comes Coshocton with the ball. Downhill's Haley. Gives it up to Murphy. Murphy into the corner. Summers 3-ball on the way. That's going to be no good. And grabbing the rebound will be Griffin Straub. Straub gets it and gets it back. Straub across the timeline. 5:24 to play in the opening quarter. Down to the half spot. A little give and go. Trying to fit it, but cut off nicely. Kick over the corner, back out front. They'll continue to work the perimeter. There's going to be a long triple. That's going to be no good. And rebound comes down to St. Clairsville. Missing that shot was Clifford. Now there's another long triple, and that's going to be in and out no good. Williams grabs the rebound, and we've got a whistle. They're going to call a jump ball, and that'll go to Coshocton. So Redskins lead at 5-0, 4:58 to play in the opening quarter. Haley will be inbounding. That's going to getting in pretty quickly will be Leo Lopper. Summers will take a quick break. And now it looks like St. Clairsville will bring on full court pressure. Something that Coach Herman mentioned on the coaches show, that he did expect to see full court pressure here this evening. With the basketball, they get it into Lopper. Lopper clears out. He'll bring it up against Clifford. Off the dribble. Gets it across the timeline. Now dribbles out of the double team. Goes to the left side. Gives it down to... Going to have a whistle as...
Travel.
Travel on the play. So turnover for Coshocton.
Mason Williams tried to catch the ball in the low post area and kind of got pushed from behind and shuffled his feet when he went for the catch, and traveled is the call.
First turnover of the ball game, and here comes St. Clairsville. 4:37 to play in the opening quarter. Left side to Straub. Straub looking for the high lob. Now they go inside. A little shot is blocked this time by Coshocton. Getting that shot up was Jacob. Now Lopper gets it ahead to Herman. Herman against pressure. Takes it right down the center. Is in trouble. Trying to clear some space. Now puts up a shot. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Straub. A lot of hands and no calls yet. So with the basketball, Straub brings it himself. Left wing it goes. Nice up fake. Little floater. Short, no good. Haley grabs the rebound. Schaefer with the miss. Here comes Lopper. Leo Lopper with 3:54 to play. Brings it straight down. Dumps it off to Herman. Long triple on the way for Herman. Back iron, no good. Ball tipped away and grabbed by Murphy. Murphy back out to Haley. He's going to try another three. That's going to be short, no good. And Haley gets the rebound. Dumps it to Williams. Back to Herman into the corner to Lopper. Lopper penetrates but kicks it back to Herman. Herman penetrates, gives it to Lopper. Lopper down the lane, stops, little fake, gives it up to Williams. Little fadeaway jumper. That's going to be back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Clifford. So both teams a little cold early. 5-0 Coshocton leads. 3:18 to play in the opening quarter. Straub has it. Little up fake, tries to get baseline. Is going to be step on the baseline. So he stepped on the baseline to be a turnover. Their first. So only one turnover apiece. And Quentin Summers will get back in for Haley. Also, Richie Bay in for the Redskins, and Herman will take a break. Full court pressure by St. Clairsville. They trail 5-0 here with 3:15 to play in the opening quarter. Gets it into Richie Bay. And he steps on the sideline. So nerves are pretty prevalent here in this opening quarter.
I think you're right, and a very physical start to the first quarter as well.
5-0 to score. With the basketball out front will be Brody Clifford, who checked in. Gives the basketball up to Muley. Now they go left side, trying to get downhill. Little floaters blocked by Williams, out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Clairsville. Trying to get to the rim was Luke Schaefer, and he had it blocked. So it'll be St. Clairsville basketball. Trailing 5-0. Looking, high lob pass goes all the way out front to Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it to Straub, back out to Schaefer, dumps to Straub, thought about it, tries to step through, puts up the shot, and gets the first basket for St. Clairsville. He comes in averaging about 21 a game. 6'7" senior. Williams gets downhill, spin move, puts it up and in. Mason Williams takes it to the hoop and scores. Makes it 7-2. Coshocton with a lead and 2:30 to play in the opening quarter. Out front's Mobley. Mobley with the basketball goes high to Schaefer. Now they work left side. Back to Schaefer at the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, left wing. Now gets it back. It goes left side to Clifford. Now a little inside. Throws it up the shot and gets the basket. And looks like it's going to be number 0. That's Jacob getting the hoop. 7-4 the score. And Champ Haley just backs his man down and scores the basket. Makes it now 9-4. Coshocton with a 5-point lead. With the basketball on the right side. St. Clairsville working. Straub down the corner. There's a triple on the way. That's going to be good. Hitting that three is Brody Clifford. He gets his first basket. And it's 9-7. 1:40 to play in the opening quarter. Rapidly moving first quarter. With the ball is Haley. Champ Haley backs it out, and they'll reset the offense. Gets the high pick on the left side. Haley still with it. Has the ball stripped and stolen away. With the ball is Schaefer. Schaefer goes down, lays it in. Gets the steal in the hoop. Turnover Coshocton. Basket for St. Clairsville. And we're tied at 9 with 1:18 to play here in the opening quarter. Lopper with the ball out on the high on the left side. Now dribbles all the way across the floor and hands the ball to Haley. Champ Haley downhill, stops, puts up the shot on the rim, missed it, got his own rebound, gives it to Mason Williams, and he drops it through. Williams with 4 here in the opening quarter, 11-9 the score. We're under a minute to play here. With the ball comes St. Clairsville. They work the perimeter, working back out front. Looking for a good shot. There's Clifford for another three. This time he misses. Ball's tipped around and comes down to Schaefer. He'll back it out. Continue into the corner. Straub trying to get baseline. Skip pass all the way out to Schaefer. Looking to get in the half spot. Dumps it inside to Straub. Puts it up. Missed it. And he's fouled. Picking up that personal foul for Coshocton will be Champ Haley. And Griffin Straub will be at the free throw line. Has 2 points in the ball game. First trip to the line. His first throw's in. Straub with 3 in the ball game. Murphy and Herman back. Williams and Haley will take a break. 31 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Coshocton in front by 1, 11-10. The second free throw rattles home for Griffin Straub, so he now has 4 points. We're tied at 11 with 31 seconds to play. Straub will take a break. He's checking back in, or checking in for the first time will be Matheson King. So 31 seconds to play. Full court pressure. They get it into Richie Bay. Bay gets it back to Herman. Herman against pressure, beats pressure, comes right down the center of the floor, all the way, dumps a behind the back pass, and really turned it over.
Yeah, had his man beat, looking like he was all the way to the basket. Summers cutting to the basket, but wasn't looking for the behind the back pass, but out of bounds by the Redskins.
So 22 seconds to play here. And St. Clairsville will see if they'll play it down for 1. That's what they're going to do. Out front's Mobley. He'll handle the basketball. Goes left side. They brought Straub back in for the last possession. There's a long triple by Clifford. That's going to be air ball short. Rebound comes down to Herman. We've played 1 quarter. And after 1, it's St. Clairsville 11, Coshocton 11. We'll be back. This is high school basketball, WTNS, Coshocton.
It's Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home has been serving Coshocton area families for over 70 years. I am Jessica Paisley, and we are honored that so many of you have chosen Given Dawson Paisley. Our membership in the Dignity Memorial Network allows us to offer services that no other funeral home can offer. Whether you are pre-planning or in your time of need, Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home would be honored to serve your family now and in the future.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
11-11 the score as we head to period number 2. For Coshocton, it'll be Summers, Williams, Murphy, Haley, and Mason Williams. I knew I'd say it once. There's no doubt about it. So with the basketball will be St. Clairsville. They dump it down a low block to Straub. Straub trying to back his way down. Now kicks it all the way out front. Now they'll reset the offense. Going left wing with the basketball. Dribbling towards the right side. Little give and go inside to Straub. He puts it up and in. Nice backdoor cut. And Griffin Straub hits the basket. He has 6 in the ball game. It's now a 2-point St. Clairsville lead at 13-11. Champ Haley with the basketball against pressure. He's trying to beat it himself, and he does. Crosses the timeline, working down the left wing. Tries to back his way all the way inside, and he turned it over, and coming up with the ball is going to be St. Clairsville. They dump it down in the low block area, putting the shot up and missing is going to be Schaefer, and rebound to Williams. Here comes Herman. Herman picks up his dribble, now in trouble. Now gets it to Mason Williams. Williams has it over to Cash Murphy. Murphy with the ball, dribbles down, dumps it to Williams at the foul line. A little hook shot on the way, rolls it in. Nice move by Mason Williams, ties it at 13. 6:45 to play in the opening half. With the basketball will be St. Clairsville's Ollie Mooley. He's the point guard, works right side to Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it into the corner to Clifford. Now gives it up, back to Clifford. Now they're just working the perimeter. They'll back it out and reset the offense. St. Clairsville very patient against this zone defense. Now they give it back up. Trying to get downhill, and we've got a blocking call on Coshocton. Trying to get to the hoop was Griffin Straub. And that's going to be on Champ Haley, and I believe that's his second. That might be.
It is.
So he'll have to come out, and that'll get Leo Lauper back in. He'll be out of bounds underneath the hoop for St. Clairsville. Looking, still looking. Now they dump it all the way back out front to Schaefer. He floats in, misses the shot. Rebound on the deck, comes up to Murphy, gets it out to Williams, now to Lauper. Coshocton with numbers. Now Lauper backs it out to the left side, gives it up. Herman has it, goes left side to Summers. Summers looking inside, but now goes outside to Lauper. Leo Lauper with the basketball, gets downhill, now dribbles to the foul line. Now out front it goes to Herman. J.J. Herman penetrates, almost lost it, and picks up the dribble, in trouble. Gets it back out to Williams, dumps it down to Murphy. Murphy skips it out to Lauper. Now they'll reset the offense. Mason Williams off the dribble, trying to go out against the big guy, and he scores again. Mason Williams with 8 points. Takes him one-on-one, and Coshocton now has a 2-point lead at 15-13 with 5.5 to play in the first half. With the basketball on the right side, Clifford goes all the way across to Mobley. Mobley has it, dumps it to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Mobley. Mobley off the dribble, stops, dumps it down low. Good pass, and scoring the basket is going to be number 0. That's Jacob. He's got 4 points, and we're tied again. Herman breaks traffic, loses it, turns it over. Ahead of the pack is going to be St. Clairsville, but they fumble it, and now they'll have to reset the offense. With the basketball, Straub, long triple. That's going to be an air ball short. And comes in, and we got a foul. Saved, a nice save by St. Clairsville, and got it inside, and going to the free throw line for St. C will be number 0. That's Nico Jacob.
Yeah, it was a big air ball, and I think myself included just thought it was going to go out of bounds with the air ball, but a nice athletic save by St. Clairsville.
So at the line to shoot a pair. Jacob's first throws in and out, no good. He'll try to split the pair. Checking in the lineup will be Brody Clifford. So Clifford back in. And Jacob will try to give St. Clairsville 1-point lead. His second one, no good. And rebound is inside. They skip it out front. Wide open look for 3. No good. And inside Straub with another rebound. He loses it. And coming up with it's going to be Leo Lauper. 15-15 the score. Lauper beats pressure. Goes on the left side to Herman. Herman off the dribble. Gets downhill now, gives it up to Summers. Quentin Summers across the lane, now trying to get downhill himself. Pick up the dribble, now looking for somebody, goes high out to Herman. Herman against good defense, goes inside, spins, puts up a floater. That's going to be an air ball long. Straub with another rebound. And gives it off the left side to Mooley. Mooley brings it down quickly over the right side, dumps it down low, and Cash Murphy comes up with a steal. And here comes Coshocton with Herman. Herman, Quentin Summers in the corner to Murphy. Murphy dumps it inside to Williams, forces inside, puts the shot up. This time he misses it, and Straub grabs the rebound, gives it up to Mooley, and he'll bring it across the timeline right side to Clifford. Clifford steps into a long triple, and he hits it. That was Brody Clifford, his second triple of the ball game. Makes it now a 3-point St. Clairsville lead at 18-15, 3:34 to play in the opening half. Lauper beats the pressure, gives it off to Herman. Herman off the dribble, straight downhill. Steps through, gives it off to Williams. Williams fadeaway is no good. Herman grabs the rebound. And picking up the foul will be Herman on a push inside. So with 3:20 to play, it'll be St. Clairsville basketball and a 3-point lead. With the basketball, Ollie Mooley. 3:15, moves it across the timeline. Working on the left side, back and forth they go, just looking for the bad shot they want. Now they work it into Schaefer. Down the low block area, dumps it down inside. Ball's tipped and stolen away. So turnover for St. Clairsville, their fourth. Here comes Herman. Here comes Lauper. Lauper has it out front. Leo Lopper off the dribble, spin move, trying to get downhill, gives it off to Summers. Turnover for Coshocton.
I guess Summers was out of bounds and didn't reestablish himself in
Okay,
bounds.
that would make sense. I was trying to think. I couldn't think of what else it might be.
Yeah.
So with the ball is going to be St. Clairsville. And bring it across the timeline will be Ollie Mooley. Mooley left side. Dumps it down in the low block area. Puts a shot up. Got the basket and he was fouled. Luke Schaefer gets his second basket. Now St. Clairsville with a 5-point lead at 20-15, and shooting free throw will be Luke Schaefer. 5-point lead for St. Clairsville. They've outscored Coshocton 9-4 here in the quarter to open up this lead. This free throw rattles in and out, no good. Mason Williams grabs the rebound, and Richie Bay can't handle the pass and turns it over. Turnover, that's number 8 for Coshocton. And now Coshocton's going to take a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Here's something you might not know. You get to choose your title company. At Dogwood Title LLC, they put you in control. Their team is local, experienced, and dedicated to making your closing smooth, accurate, and stress-free. They work with your lender or realtor, or without them, to protect your property rights from contract to keys. Don't leave one of your biggest investments to chance. Choose the team that puts you first. Dogwood Title LLC, where your home's story is protected. Call them today at 740-202-9557 or visit dogwoodtitlellc.com.
Maryland's Natural Foods is proud to support our hometown athletes. Just like their teams, they believe in going above and beyond. That's why they only carry the highest quality vitamins, supplements, and teas to keep you and your family thriving. Visit them on Main Street and see why Maryland's has been our community's health store for over 40 years.
20-15, 2:33 to play in the first half. It'll be St. Clairsville ball on the far sideline, opposite where we are, opposite the benches. And it will be Brody Clifford inbounding. Gives the basketball to Ollie Mooley. Down to Clifford, and he loses it. So St. Clairsville turns it over. That's their 5th turnover. Here comes Coshocton with the basketball. Lopper. Lopper beats pressure. He'll back it out, gives it off to Murphy. He handles it, dumps it to Williams. Williams trying to force his way inside and scores the basketball again. Mason Williams, good first half, has 10. Makes it now 20-17, 3-point game. With the basketball out front, St. Clairsville, left side, Schaefer. Now they work the perimeter, go it over to Clifford, back out Mooley. Work it to Schaefer. A little floater for Schaefer, short, no good. He gets his own rebound, tries to step through and scores. Luke Schaefer with 6 points in the ball game, makes it 22-17, 1:40 to play in the first half. 5-point lead for St. Clairsville. Williams off the dribble, trying to get downhill, goes in, forces a shot up, misses it. Cash Murphy knocks it out of bounds, and it'll go over to St. Clairsville. 22-17 with a minute and a half to play. Mobley will bring it across the timeline. Senior-dominated team for St. Clairsville. Dumps it down low to Schaefer. He backs it all the way out. Now back it goes. He's going to try a long triple. That's going to be no good. Ball batted around. Rebound, Richie Bay. Bay rebounds to Herman. Herman ahead to Williams. Williams steps through, gets contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice take by Mason Williams to draw the contact, and I tell you what, he's been taking it to the rack strong here in this game.
So he'll be shooting 2 right here. Williams, as Chris mentioned, has 5 field goals for 10 points here in the first half. His first free throw rattles in and out, no good. He'll try to split the pair. 22-17 the score. One free throw coming. And he splits the pair and hits the second. He now has 11 points, and it's now a 22-18 score with 1:06 to play in the first half. Mobley, the front point guard, dribbles to the left, now goes over cross. Now they dump it inside. A nice give and go, and he loses control, but no call. Now they skip it all the way out to Schaefer. Now a little runner is no good, and rebound comes down to Cash Murphy. Here's Coshocton with J.J. Herman. Herman looking now. Loses control of it, now gets it off to Richie Bay. Bay off the dribble, trying to penetrate inside, skips it off to Murphy. Murphy in trouble, gives it off to Lopper. They reset. Murphy to Bay, now to Herman. Herman on the left side with 38 seconds. Dumps it down to Murphy. Murphy has a shot blocked. He tried to get to the rim, and they lose it out of bounds, though. It'll remain with Coshocton. Coming over with getting that block was Griffin Straub. And Champ Haley will get back in. Now we for Richie Bay with 32 seconds to play in the opening half. 22-18 the score. St. Clairsville out in front. Get it in to Williams. With 30 seconds to go, let's see what Coshocton does. Williams trying to in tight, pulls up the shot, scores the basket, and he's fouled. Mason Williams working on the big guy. Little reverse layup, got it to go, and he'll go at the line for a three-point play possibility.
Wow, what a move by Mason Williams. Boy, he put some English on that as it hit the backboard, able to get it to fall. Draws a lot of contact.
22-20 the score now, and he'll try to cut it to one. Quentin Summers will get back in because Champ Haley already has those two fouls, so they'll sit him down with 24 seconds to play here in the opening half. Williams throw on the way. No good. Almost tipped in by Murphy. And ahead of the pack. Now they got numbers. They go down there and score the easy basket. Nice job of transition basketball. And Jacob gets the basket. Got 12 seconds to go. 24-20. Coshocton not getting back on defense. Mason Williams has it with 6 seconds. Off the dribble. Stops. Spins. Gets it out. Summers lets it go at the buzzer. No good, and we've played one half of basketball. And St. Clairsville leads at halftime by a score of 24-20. We'll be back with the halftime report. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
I'm Stacy Rice from Coshocton Collision Center. It seems like you hear more about deer accidents every day. If you have an accident with a deer or any other collision, come see us at Coshocton Collision Center. We put you, the customer, first by using the newest environmental-friendly paint products from PPG to preserve our environment. We complete repairs as promised, and we guarantee our work. For all your body repair needs, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson Carpet and Furniture, or give us a call at 623-7347.
You'd never build a house by yourself, so why build your finances that way? Speak with your financial professionals from Prudential, like Dan Duran and Ryan Froman. Dan and Ryan will assess your needs and help you build a strategy towards a financial future. To get started, call Dan and Ryan today at 740-622-6482. That's 740-622-6482.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through LPL Enterprise, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC, and an affiliate of LPL Financial. Financial professionals are licensed insurance agents of Prudential. These financial professionals are permitted to brand under Prudential. LPLE and LPL Financial are not affiliated with Prudential.
At Coshocton Dentistry, Dr. Brian Dunlap and Dr. Patrick Lopper provide expert dental care in a comfortable, family-friendly environment. From routine checkups to advanced treatments, your smile is a priority at Coshocton Dentistry. Located on Main Street in Coshocton, where we treat you like family, contact Coshocton Dentistry today and experience the care you deserve. Now accepting new patients. Visit us online today at CoshoctonDentistry.com.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
While the big banks are closing branches and leaving small towns behind, we're doing the opposite. Hi, this is John Brown, and at Baltic State Bank, we believe in investing in our communities. That's why we're proud to open our brand new branch in West Lafayette, where you'll always find friendly faces, personalized service, and modern banking tools to make your life easier. Come see the difference a truly local bank can make, because when our community grows, we all grow together. Baltic State Bank. It's a local thing. Member FDIC.
Wake up with a cup of freshly brewed McCafe Premium Roast Coffee made with 100% Arabica beans. Then treat yourself to one of our delicious breakfast bagel sandwiches. For a truly satisfying way to start your morning, choose a tender steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or savory sausage with a fluffy egg and 2 slices of cheese, all in a toasted bagel, only at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's.
In our community, buying local isn't a choice, it's a way of life. At Jeff Drennan Dealerships, we're proud to be your local choice for all your automotive needs. For over 2 decades, we have been a proud supporter of everything Coshocton. From sales to service, our commitment to our neighborhood shines through in everything we do. Support your community. Buy local at Jeff Drennan Dealerships, because here, you're not just a customer, you're family.
The first half stats are brought to you by Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial Group provides wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Visit them at 636 Chestnut Street in Coshocton. It's halftime, and St. Clairsville's out in front of the Redskins by a score of 24-20. It was an 11-11 tie at the end of the first break. St. Clairsville outscores Coshocton 13-9 in the second period. That's where we stand at halftime with that 24-20 score. Taking a look at individual scoring first for St. Clairsville. And this is an unusual stat. Everybody, the 4 players that score, all have 6 points in the ball game. Luke Schaefer, Nico Jacob, Griffin Straub, and Brody Clifford, all with 6 points in the ball game for St. Clairsville. For Coshocton, it's been kind of a one-man gang, at least in the first half. Mason Williams leads the way with 13 points. He has 6 field goals and 1 free throw for his 13 points. Champ Haley has 5 on a triple and a field goal, and Quentin Summers has a basket for 2. That is the 20 points for the Redskins. Now with the first half team numbers, here's Chris Wallace.
Thank you very much, Coos. As you mentioned, St. Clairsville on top of Coshocton at the half, 24-20. 3-point land. St. Clairsville, 2 of 10, shooting 20%. Coshocton was 1 of 5, also shooting 20%. 2-point field goal, St. Clairsville, 8 of 15, shooting 53%. Coshocton was 8 of 17, shooting 47%. From the free throw line, St. Clairsville, 2 of 5, shooting 40%. Coshocton was 1 of 3, shooting 33%. In the rebounding department, it was Coshocton out-rebounding St. Clairsville 17-14, and turnovers, St. Clairsville with 5, Coshocton with 8.
I'll tell you what, interesting first half of basketball. St. Clair's with the physicality and some size, but Coshocton thus far at least have managed to match up pretty well with it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Boy, Straub at 6'7", and 6'7" senior, so a lot of experience, obviously a lot of height, and very impressed with the way St. Clairsville came out from a physicality standpoint. Really come in, they're going to guard you, they're going to keep their hands on you, they're fast enough to keep their hips on you, when you're driving to the basket. So a very physical first half. Great job by the Redskins. I tell you what, I like that zone that they run. They pretty much start about every game in that zone, and it takes just about every darn team a couple minutes to figure out how they're going to score against that thing. It's not your typical zone, and I don't even know how to describe how it's a lot different, but the way they rotate, the way they kind of send that 2-3, kind of somebody up forward a little bit to guard the guard who's bringing the ball up the court, they just do a great job of stopping the penetration. And then St. Clairsville started to figure out that again with Griffin Straub really getting to the basket, and they kind of found some nice, a couple quick passes in the half spots to have a couple nice layups. And then St. Clairsville, of course, shooting the ball extremely well. Well, at least they started out shooting the ball pretty well. Coshocton, on the other hand, did a great job playing defense in the first quarter, and they were firing on all cylinders offensively as well. And And then things kind of went a little bit towards the momentum of St. Clairsville, again, with the defensive, and I think turnovers is a big one, too. Again, St. Clairsville with 5, Coshocton with 8. But just a lot of timely turnovers that really gave the ball back to St. Clairsville, and they capitalized on those.
Wanted to also tell you that this is game 1 of 2 here that you can hear on WTNS today. Our second game tonight will feature Ridgewood. The Generals will be in the district finals up against West Muskingum. That game down at Tri-Valley High School. Another game that you can see and view on WTNS and YouTube with the Claxon Communication Gang. The first half stats are brought to you by Bradford Financial Group. Bradford Financial Group provides wealth and protection strategies for your financial health. Call them at 740-622-3347. 24-20 is the halftime score. St. Clairsville in front. We'll be back with the second half. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
Looking for a place to bring the family, grab a bite, and enjoy the game? Come on down to Shaw's Corner right here in Coshocton at 502 Main Street. Every Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m., it's burger night. Juicy burgers, great food, and drink specials that make it worth the trip. With a family-friendly atmosphere, walls full of local sports memorabilia, and plenty of good times, Shaw's Corner is the spot to be. Don't just hear about it. Stop in today and see why Shaw's Corner is where Coshocton comes together. Open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m.
Hi, I'm Kyle Hamilton from the Home Loan Savings Bank. At Home Loan, we have a full array of services to meet every one of your financial needs. Even though we're a community bank, we offer the same services as the larger banks. We believe there is no place like home. So when you walk through our doors, we will treat you like family. We offer a full array of deposit and loan products to meet your financial needs. You can rest knowing your experience will be comfortable just like home. So stop by and see the difference at the Home Loan Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second half underway, and Coshocton with the basketball. Into the corner, there's Champ Haley going to try a triple. That's going to be long, no good. Ball's tipped and rebounded by Cash Murphy. Now we'll have a second opportunity. Dumps it down over to Summers. Summers high on the left side, gives it back out front to Herman. Herman right side to Haley. He's going to try another one from the same spot. This time he buries it. Champ Haley with 8 points, and it's now a 1-point game at 24-23. With the basketball, Ali Mooley will bring it across the timeline for St. Clairsville. He'll work right side. Schaefer back to Mooley. Working right side. Gives it up, and that's Clifford back to Mooley, and they'll reset the offense. Dumps it into the corner. There's a 3-ball from the wing. That's going to be no good, and Murphy grabs the rebound. Shot was missed by Caden Clifford. So Coshocton now with 7:05, a chance to take the lead here at 24-23 in the third quarter. Herman getting downhill. Nice backdoor cut. Haley throws up a wild shot. Murphy keeps it alive, and it bounces off the official. So it'll be out of bounds to St. Clairsville. 24-23, 6:50 to play here in the third quarter. St. Clairsville with a 1-point lead and the basketball. With the basketball, Ali Mooley. Mooley loves left side with the ball, goes to Clifford. Penetrates in, little runner's going to be good for Luke Schaefer. He has 8 points in the ball game from that low post area. Summers lets traffic clear and gives it off to Herman. Herman will bring it across for Coshocton. Takes it down the center of the floor. Trying to force his way all the way to the rim. Nice up fake and puts it in. Nice move by J.J. Herman. Took it coast to coast, got the basket. Made it 26-25. 1-point lead for St. Clairsville. Dump it to half thought to Schaefer. Mobley, jumper from foul line. That's going to be no good. Tipped, and we've got a foul and a push from behind on number 0, Nico Jacob will pick up the foul. And the ball goes over to Coshocton. Checking back in will be Brody Clifford. Clifford back for St. Clairsville. Herman has the basketball. 6:04 to play in the third quarter. Herman across the timeline, trying to back his way down, picks up his dribble to Summers. Summers back out to Haley. Champ Haley crosses over, trying to get downhill, gives it up to Murphy. Murphy off the dribble, little spin move inside, dumps a bounce pass to Williams. Mason Williams backing his way in, gives it off to Murphy. Murphy spoons in, missed the shot, and ball rebounds all the way out to Mobley. Giving it up out top, trying to get downhill and throwing up a shot underneath and got bailed out, I believe. And trying to get to the hoop was Brody Clifford. And there will be a foul called. Looks like picking up that foul was Herman, I believe.
It was his second.
Okay, so at the line will be Brody Clifford shooting a pair. His first one's off the front of the rim, no good. That'll get Leo Lauper in, and Quentin Summers will check in. Or Quentin Summers will come out, and Leo Lauper will come in, excuse me. Back into the two-shot foul for Brody Clifford. Has 6 points on a pair of triples. That's going to be short, no good. Herman rebounds it. He comes, brings it himself down the right side. Herman back to Haley. Now to Herman. He's going to try a triple from way downtown, no good. Good box out, but Williams gets the rebound and scores. Mason Williams, the offensive board and the basket. He has 15, and now Coshocton with a 1-point lead at 27-26. Right side, there's Straub trying to get downhill, skip pass over, forcing the shot up and in. Nice basket. And getting that hoop is going to be Nico Jacob. Strong move to the hoop. Makes it 28-27. And we have a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. The Warehouse Steak-N-Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger in order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak-N-Stein in Roscoe Village.
If you have a run-in with a deer, make sure you get your vehicle fixed the right way. Real Hearts Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Brill Hearts Body Shop now offers car rentals and towing. Call Brill Hearts Body Shop at 622-0121 or stop by 2702 South 6th Street in Coshocton.
Good ball game here at Harrison Central. St. Clairsville leading Coshocton by 1, 28-27. Full court pressure once again by St. Clairsville. They dump it into Haley, and he'll break pressure himself. Haley backs it out. Guarded by Clifford. Haley goes downhill, all the way to the basket, spins, puts up the shot, and he draws the two-shot foul. Picking up that personal foul. Will be Clifford.
It'll be Champ Haley's first trip to the line today.
Haley with 8 points. He rattles home the first throw. Haley with 9 in the ball game, and we're tied at 28. Second throw on the way on the front of the rim. Treek gets over, and Haley now into double figures with 10 points, and it's 29-28. Coshocton with a 1-point lead. With the basketball out front, Clifford. Back over it goes to Mooley. Now to Straub into the corner, half spot. Now they bring it back out. Straub trying to get baseline. It's cut off, and they throw it out for a triple. That's going to be short, no good, and Haley rebounds it. Missing that shot was Clifford. Brody Clifford with a miss, and here comes Herman. J.J. Herman across the timeline for Coshocton, looking towards the baseline, goes in, dumps it to Murphy, he puts it up quickly and scores. Cash Murphy on a good dish from J.J. Herman. Now Coshocton back with a 3-point lead at 31-28 with 4:12 to play in the third quarter. Right side it goes. With the basketball is going to be Schaefer. There's a 3-ball from the wing. High off the rim, no good. And Haley skies for the rebound. Missing that shot was Clifford. And here comes J.J. Herman. Herman across the timeline, gets the high pick, stops, foul line, little runner on the rim, rolls around, no good. Murphy rebounds and scores. Cash Murphy Offensive dish and reverse layup gives Coshocton a 5-point lead at 33-28 with 3:40 to play in the third. St. Clairsville goes inside to Schaefer, has a shot blocked, but it's going to be a foul. And shooting two will be Schaefer. Picking up that foul will be Mason Williams. So it'll be his second foul, and two shots coming for number 4, Luke Schaefer. He has 8 points on 4 field goals. His first throw is good. Luke Schaefer knocks down the throw. Makes it 33-29. And second one rattles home for Luke Schaefer. He's into double figures with 10 points. They go ahead, they do turn it over. Bad pass from Herman, and laying it in easily is going to be Griffin Straub, and now it's a 1-point game at 33-32. Murphy from behind almost run down. I get it over to Herman. With the ball left side, it goes to Murphy. Murphy dumps it down over the back, no call by Straub, and it turns it over. Streaking down St. Clairsville and scoring the basket, it's going to be Schaefer, and he now has 12, and now a 1-point lead for St. Clairsville at 34-33. Looks like Coshocton will take a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here once again. The Warehouse Steak-N-Stein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion ring. It's courtesy of Warehouse Steak-N-Stein in Roscoe Village.
Ready to take charge of your own health? Maryland's Natural Foods is here to help with free consultations and high-quality products that produce results, not side effects. For more information, find them at marylandsnaturalfoods.com. That's marylandsnaturalfoods.com.
Back and forth game, 34-33 now. St. Clairsville cuts on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, St. Clairsville really firing on all cylinders on the last couple possessions, really running the floor extremely well. You know, listening to Coach Herman and Coach's Corner talk about how athletic St. Clairsville is and how much they like to run and go back and forth. We've seen a great example of that, beating Coshocton down the court.
All right, it'll be Coshocton basketball. 3:05 to play here in the third period. 34-33, 1-point lead. Full court pressure. They get it into Champ Haley. Haley will take it himself. Crosses the timeline. Now works on the left swing. Now backs it out with 2:54 to play here in the third. Straight downhill's Haley. He puts it up and has the ball batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Coshocton. Coach Herman wants a foul, but no call. So Herman will be inbounding. That's J.J. Herman. Dumps it in, turns it over. Herman with the turnover, and here comes Straub. Straub goes to the wing, and putting a shot up and drawing the two-shot foul will be St. Clairsville. I'll tell you what they do when they get the ball out on the wings. They get down that floor quick.
Boy, they get down the floor quick and they collapse right to the rim and just do a great job of really getting to the rim in a hurry.
So at the free throw line will be Nico Jacob. He has 8 points in the ball game. Shooting 2.
0 for 2 from the free throw line.
And the first one rims out. He'll try to split the pair as Richie Bay will get in. Champ Haley will take a break as he picked up his third foul. 2:44 to play here in the third period. Second throw on the way. That's going to be in and out, no good. Murphy grabs another rebound. Gives it off to Herman. Herman brings it down the floor. Back down. He'll set the offense up for Coshocton. Hesitates. Down in and just throws something up wildly, and the ball's rebounded. Quickly coming the other way is going to be Straub, and scores. Schaefer with a basket. Good third quarter for Schaefer. Now they've got Herman back, and he's going to be banged out of bounds. And that'll be Coshocton ball. Be his second personal foul. Murphy will come out. Haley will come back in. 2:15 to play now, a 3-point lead for St. Clairsville. They're on an 8-0 run to take this 3-point lead. Herman Brings it across the timeline. Trying to get all the way to the basket. Dumps it down low. Richie Bay has it deflected out of bounds. Coshocton seems a little out of sorts right now. Seems like a lot of one-on-one stuff here trying to against this good St. Clairsville team.
Yeah, St. Clairsville really picked up the defense and really putting a lot of pressure on Coshocton. It's kind of hard to make a lot of passes, and so those backdoor cuts become crucial. But, yeah, a lot of one-on-one here in this third quarter.
36-33, 2:01 to play in the third period. Coshocton with the basketball. Dumps it to Haley. Haley gets upside, puts it up and in. Champ Haley with that strength gets the basket. Now it's 36-35 with the basketballs. Ollie Mobley. Mobley out front, gets it back. Coshocton in the zone. Mobley brings it outside. Now reset the offense. Now they go. Dumps it down the half spot, getting it right back. Schaefer gives it up. Mobley trying to penetrate, skips it out. Dumps it down to Straub inside. Straub looking. Now skips it back out. They work the ball quickly. There's going to be a three ball. That's going to be no good. And Champ Haley gobbles up the rebound for Coshocton. Haley will bring it across the timeline. Champ Haley goes to Lopper. Leo Lopper spins, gets all the way to the basket, throws up a shot, and it's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Coshocton. 36-35, 1:14 to play. Herman out, Summers in. Murphy in, and Williams will be out. So there we go. So Coshocton will have the basketball underneath. Lopper the inbounder. 1:14 to play here in the third. Gets it into Murphy. Cash Murphy goes out front to Champ Haley. Haley guarded by Straub. Now he's trying to get downhill against him. Puts up the shot, missed it. Ball's rebounded by Schaefer. Schaefer brings it himself in a hurry. Goes right side, back to Straub. Straub steps through, puts it up, and scores. Griffin Straub into double figures with 10 points. Nice strong move to the hoop. Richie Bay down, trying to get inside. He has it blocked away. And I believe Murphy's going to pick up the foul. (38-35), 41 seconds to play. That's going to get Herman and Williams back in for Coshocton. 3-point lead for St. Clairsville with 41 seconds to go here in the third period. 38-35, 3-point lead. With the basketball is going to be St. Clairsville. Clifford, Mooley. Clifford dumps it half spot, stolen away. Turnover for St. Clairsville. Comes Herman. Herman spins, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Coach Herman did not like the call.
Yeah, it looked like his feet were still moving. They were both kind of running down the court, but I guess if you lower the shoulder a little bit, kind of persuades that decision. It's Herman's third personal foul.
All right, man, that's their team's fifth, so they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way, but only down to 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 3-point lead for St. Clairsville. They're going to play it down for one. Down to 10 seconds. Now Mooley off the dribble, dumps the corner. Wide open look for three. No good. Rebound comes down to Coshocton, and they throw it away. Murphy grabbed the rebound and was tumbling out of bounds and then turned it over. So they have 2.7 on the clock. And it'll be underneath the, let's see, where are they going to inbound it? Now they're going to be over on this far sideline. They'll have to go quick. They get it in. Clifford lets one go from deep, and that's the end of the third period. But after three, St. Clairsville maintains their lead. They out in front of Coshocton 38-35. We'll be back for period number 4. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your local Erie agent in Coshocton is Albertson Lawrence Agency. Get a quote today.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
4 here in Harrison Central, Coshocton, St. Clairsville. St. Clairsville comes in the number 1 seed in the region. And Coshocton down 3 with 8 minutes to play in the ball game. St. Clairsville will have St. Clairsville will get it out. He'll have it, and with the ball is going to be Mobley. Mobley out front with the basketball. Dribbles towards the right wing. Now gives it back out front. Shaver tries to get downhill. Scores the basket, and there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on Cash Murphy, I believe, and getting that basket will be Luke Schaefer. He has 16 in the ball game. He's been the difference maker here today for St. Clairsville.
2 of 3 from the free throw line.
And misses the throw, and the rebound comes to Summers. Summers has it, gets it off to Williams, and Williams gives to Murphy, and they let Claffick clear and almost turn it over. Now we have a blocking foul. Let's see who they call it on. Looks like number 11. That would be Ali Mooley. And the ball will be out of bounds to Coshocton with 7:40 to play. Herman double teamed. Goes down to Summers. Summers off the dribble. Brings it down. Stops. Backs out. Steps through. Puts the shot up. Misses it. Ball batted around. Rebound comes down. And 2-on-1 break, dumps it inside, back to goes and dunking the ball and getting the big haps, Griffin Straub. And now it's up 7-point lead. Coshocton now have to make sure they don't panic. A lot of young guys out there. Williams' shot's going to be short. Rebound Summers. Summers throws it back to Williams. Williams gives it to Summers. His 3-ball from the wing's good. Quentin Summers, big basket, answers. They needed that one for sure. 42-38 with 6:50 to play in the ball game. 4-point lead for St. Clairsville. Ball Schaefer at the foul line. Back it goes Clifford, now down at the half spot. Trying to dribble out of trouble. Maybe they do with giving the ball out front to Straub. Straub puts it on his hip. Now big 3. That's going to be no good. And Champ Haley rebounds. And missing that shot was Brody Clifford. Comes Haley, beats him down left side. Now he'll back it out. With 6:25 to play in the ball game. Haley, nice up fake, steps through, gets over the corner. Murphy's going to try a 3-ball. That's going to be no good, but Herman rebounds it. Needs to give it up, does. Gives it off to Summers. Summers, he's going to have another wide open look for 3. That's going to be short, no good, but Murphy's there and it's fouled. Cash Murphy hustling for the basketball, grabbed the rebound, went up strong and drew the foul on Griffin Straub.
That's Cash Murphy's 3rd offensive rebound in the ball game, 9th total.
So he'll be at the line to shoot a pair.
His first trip to the line tonight as well.
Murphy with 4 points in the ball game. 42-38. His first throw, that's going to be an air ball short. Pressure situation for the young guys. That's what you call a learning experience.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Just kind of short-armed it. Easy to do.
His second one, that's much better, but he misses it. Usually the way it works, first one's way short, second one's
way
long.
Strong, yeah.
So here comes St. Clairsville with the ball's Clifford. Dumps it back out front, dumping it down low. Missing the shot is going to be Schaefer and rebound Haley. Champ Haley to Herman. Herman penetrates inside, now stops, gives it up. Williams' jumper's good. Mason Williams knocks down a basket. He's got 17 now. Now we're back to a 2-point game at 42-40. Looked like St. Clairsville may take control, but Coshocton battles right back. 5:33 to play in the ball game. Out front, Straub dumps it all the way across. Clifford's going to try another three. This time he hits it. Brody Clifford has hit 3 triples in the ball game, has 9 points, and
There was a kick ball. There was a kick ball on the court. I'm not sure. I think.
Now you see they didn't call the kick ball, so they got the foul on Haley, which would seem to be just a pretty good hustle play, but.
Yeah, it was a very obvious kick ball. I'm not quite sure how 3 officials missed it.
So with the basketball will be St. Clairsville. They have the 5-point lead and the basketball. Out front is going to be Ollie Mooley. Mooley gets it back. Now to Schaefer. Schaefer penetrates, dumps it. They work it back out top. Right side to Clifford. Clifford dumps it out to Mooley. He's going to take a jumper. He doesn't take many. He missed the shot, and Murphy rebounds it. And the ball is deflected out of bounds by Nico Jacobs. So the ball goes to Coshocton. So Champ Haley's going to get back. So Champ Haley checking back in. Now they get it in to Summers, now to Haley. Had the ball blocked from behind. He wanted to call and didn't get it. Here comes the taken down, and ball stolen away. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll go over to Coshocton. So a lot of activity there. It ended up being a jump ball. 45-40 to score, 4:48 to play. And there's going to be a turnover.
Oh, boy. Hey, Leo Lauper tried to catch the ball, and he got hacked pretty hard.
And the ball will go over to, it'll be St. Clairsville basketball with 4:47 to play. Coshocton wants a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Your home for all things local sports is right here at ClaxonSports.com. Catch breaking sports news and exclusive articles, game results, and more. Also check out ClaxonSports.com for stunning photo galleries and in-depth coach and player interviews. Want to watch it live? We've got you covered with links to live streaming games from WTNS and media outlets across the East District. All in one place, ClaxonSports.com. From the first whistle to the final score, ClaxonSports.com. Your all-access pass to local sports.
The Warehouse Steak-N-Stein is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger in order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak-N-Stein in Roscoe Village. 45-40, still 4:47 to play in the ball game. And boy, it's been hectic to say the least.
It has a few interesting calls here in the last couple minutes. The missed kick ball, and then Leo Lauper kind of getting hacked on the arm as the ball goes out of bounds. But St. Clairsville will maintain possession, and I guess, as you mentioned earlier, kind of a senior-dominated team and a very physical team. So I guess, it comes with experience.
All right, it'll be St. Clairsville ball on the baseline. They get it in. Now they go all the way back out with the ball. Luke Schaefer. Schaefer right side. Back out front to Mooley. Mobley gives it up. There's Clifford, a shot. That's going to be short. And Lauper rebounds the basketball, dribbles out of trouble. Now gets it across the timeline, and Summers almost throws it away. Gets it off to Williams, and he's fouled, no call. With the basketball is going to be straight down, stepping through, and they're going to call block on Herman. So it'll be a shooting foul for Griffin Straub. Two shots coming. So with the showing conversation, still conversation. I think they're cleaning up some moisture.
Trying to get some moisture on the ground there.
So it's Coach Herman venting his frustration with one of the officials. And now we're ready to go. And at the line will be Griffin Straub. He has 12 points in the ball game. His first throw is in and out, no good.
Straub 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
That's going to get back in will be Champ Haley, and Leo Lopper will come out. Second free throw coming up, and that one's good. So Straub with 13, now a 6-point lead at 46-40, and they throw it deep. Williams runs under it, puts it up and in. They go deep, and Mason Williams scores the basket. He has 19 in the ball game. Quickly coming, little jumper for Clifford, rolls out somehow, and Herman goes down hard.
Yeah, it was a push on the shot.
And picking up that foul looks like Nico Jacob. And Summers will come out. 4:05 to play. 4-point game at 46-42. More moisture on the floor.
And when Herman fell down, just kind of wipe it up there and make sure nobody's slipping.
So both teams now with 3 team fouls in the quarter. That was the second foul on Jacob. Looking at the foul situation, people on the floor, the only one, Champ Haley has 4. Also, Herman has 4 fouls. Nobody with more than 2 on the floor for St. Clairsville at this point. So with the basketball will be Coshocton. They get it into Lopper. Lopper will bring it across the timeline. Lopper down the right side. Backs it out. He'll set the offense. Now trying to get downhill. Throws up a floater. Misses it. And rebounding. Once again, it's Cash Murphy. Gives it off to Williams. Williams trying to get downhill. Steps through. Puts the shot up. Last time it's no good. This time rebounding the ball is Jacob. Jacob rebounds with 3.5 to play. Almost stolen away by Lopper, but getting the ball heading the other way, Schaefer. Schaefer gives it up to Straub. Straub off the dribble, almost lost it. Now backs it all the way out. Now they give it up out front, and they want to spread it just a bit. Slow things down is Mobley. 3:15 to play. 4-point lead for St. Clairsville, 46-42. With the basketball out front. Now they're just passing it. As mentioned, both teams with 3 team fouls, so we'll see how far Coshocton lets them run this thing down here. Now Coach Herman changes things up a bit. Now they'll go to man-to-man. With the basketball out front, it's going to be Mulhay. Mulhay has it with 2:45 to play in the ball game. Works the right side. Gives it up out top to Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles left side to Mulhay. Mulhay back to Schaefer, trying to get downhill against Murphy. Has the ball missed. Now he throws up another one. This time it went in. Schaefer with 16 points. He's been the big man here tonight. It's 48-42. Herman stops. Goes out front to Williams. Williams gives it out. I was going to say they have to call that one.
You can't not. Yeah, you missed a few, but not that one.
So at the line will be Champ Haley.
This place would have erupted. Champ Haley 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
So Haley shooting. Now let's see, how many did he get? Was it 3?
I didn't see a symbol there.
First one's good for Haley. He has 13 in the ball game.
2 left, so yep, 3
2
total.
more, so he wasn't beyond the arc. 48-43. 48-44. Now we're here, we shoot the third. And he misses the third one, so the rebound came down to Clifford. And with the basketball with 2:10 to play, St. Clairsville in a 4-point lead at 48-44. Off the dribble or out front and just hands it off to Schaefer. Schaefer's had a big night, and Lauper will pick up a foul coming from behind. That'll be team's fourth. Both teams now with 4 personal fouls. 2:01 to play. 4-point lead for St. Clairsville. Summers back, Lauper out for Coshocton. Brody Clifford will be the inbounder. Looking, goes all the way to the backcourt. Luke Schaefer has it. He'll bring it across the timeline with under 2 to play. Schaefer works right side, hands it off out front. Mobley, Coshocton man-to-man. Looking out top. Now they were running some clock here. Off the dribble. See if they can spring somebody. You always got to look for Straub here in this situation. You can't lose touch where he's at. Down to minute 34. Penetrating in, but they'll bring it all the way back out. And wanting a timeout's going to be St. Clairsville. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit buckeyecareercenter.org to learn more.
30 to play.
Yeah, we certainly have had a great game here, and I tell you what, St. Clairsville doing a good job here late in this fourth quarter of really just running some clock. Coshocton, had success with their zone, but you can't sit back in their zone because St. Clairsville was just standing out there right about midcourt and just kind of holding the ball, so had to come out into a man-to-man and try to pressure him, try to get a 5-second count, see if he can't get a steal. But I tell you what, St. Clairsville doing a great job of running a decent amount of clock, but as you mentioned, down by 4 the Redskins with a minute and a half left. St. Clairsville will have the ball under their own basket.
All right, it'll be St. Clairsville basketball. They took the timeout. Timeouts left. Coshocton has 2, 3 for St. Clairsville. So they'll be inbounding now. Let's see what they try to do, see if they can get something easier. Now they go all the way out front to Straub. Straub has it. Tries to clear out some traffic. Ball stolen, almost stolen away by Coshocton's Williams. Went tumbling into the seats. So it'll be out of bounds on the far sideline for St. Clairsville with 1:22 to play in the ball game. 48-44, 4-point lead for St. Clairsville, and they have the ball. With the basketball out front. Schaefer in trouble. Now he traveled.
I'll tell you what, for most of the game here, St. Clairsville really taking care of the basketball well. That's only their 7th turnover as opposed to 13 for Coshocton.
Lauper's going to get in. Summers will come out. So Coshocton with the basketball, 1:15 to play. 48 down 4 at 48-44. With the basketball will be J.J. Herman. Herman will get it across the timeline for Coshocton with 1:08 to play. Goes right side to Williams. Williams looking. Dumps it down to Haley, trying to get downhill. Throws up a shot, missed it, and rebound Straub. Get it out to Clifford. Now back to Schaefer. Schaefer, spin move, runs into trouble. Now he gets it over there and has it stolen away by Murphy. Williams down to Haley. Haley steps back and is going to try the 3, and Straub blocked it into the 4th row. And it'll be out of bounds to Coshocton with 44 seconds to play. A little slow with that delivery. With a guy that size, you've got to be getting that shot up.
One of those. He was so wide open, one to set it up, but when you're dealing with 6'7" coming at you, boy, he had a good block. And the official wanted to get those two together and talk about that as well.
So with the basketballs, Haley gets it out front to Herman. Herman, left side, and he has it, throws it away. Turnover for Coshocton. 38 seconds to go. And now they're going to have to foul. Now, before they do, St. Clairsville will get a full timeout. So the score is 48-44. St. Clairsville has it. 35 seconds to go. We'll break away and be back. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
McWayne-Duckdale is proud of all students in their academic pursuits. Whether through sports, the arts, or in the classroom, it's important for students to be challenged and to achieve success as they gain real-life experiences. Students who learn the value of goal setting and working with others will be more prepared for their next chapter in life. McWayne-Duckdale is pleased to be part of this community and is proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
All right, 35 seconds to play. 4-point lead for Coshocton, or for St. Clairsville, and they will have the basketball. Cooper George in. My sense would be he'll be in there to pick up a personal foul.
Or shoot a three. He's had some pretty good success this year shooting the three ball, but yes, is probably pick up a foul or two there. He's got some good speed as well.
And here comes St. Clairsville. They break the huddle, but they have a 4-point lead with only 35 seconds to play. And they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. They get it in, they foul immediately, and Lopper will pick up the foul. Coach Herman wanted to travel. So the shooting free throws will be Ali Mobley. Mobley on the night is yet to score. He runs the point for St. Clairsville.
First trip to the line tonight.
48-44, 2 shots coming. And that first one's good. That's now a 5-point lead. Herman and Haley back. George and Summers will be out. And with 34 seconds to play. And hits them both. 2 big free throws, 6-point lead. Now we got a 30-second timeout by. Wait and see what the official says. 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. 50-44, only 34 seconds to play in the basketball game. 6 points down now. Really a tough situation if you're Coshocton.
Yeah, really need to probably dial up a 3-point play on this next possession and probably make sure you have all your shooters in. Also, definitely want to make sure you have some rebounders because I tell you what, Griffin Straub, 7 rebounds in the ball game, but probably about 4 or 5 blocks as well. So he's done a great job on the boards, but definitely want to draw up something. I guess you go for a quick 2 and try to lower the gap there, but probably need to start thinking about some 3 balls here as well. They got Leo Lopper and Summers as well, and Haley and Herman and Williams.
50-44, Coshocton basketball, but down 6 and only 34 seconds to play. Herman will be inbounding, get it into Haley. They let him inbound it. They want to run as much clock as possible. Haley brings it down, crosses over, steps back, throws up a shot, and rebound Straub. Straub has it, and he gets it out. Down to 18 seconds to play. Bring it across the timeline, Schaefer, and then they foul him. And St. Clairsville feeling pretty good about themselves now, have the 6-point lead with only 15 seconds to play.
Yeah, very confident as their coach right in front of us here gives a bunch of high fives to his bench players and very excited. It looks like they're going to get out of here with a win this evening.
Free throw on the way is going to be good for Luke Schaefer. He has 19 in the ball game. And makes them both. 8-point lead with 15 seconds to go. Gets across into the corner to Summers. Summers back out to Haley. Haley lets a long triple go. It's going to be no good, and they're going to run out the clock. That's going to be the ball game. And St. Clairsville will move on to the regional as they defeat Coshocton here 52-44. We'll be back and tell you about it. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
When you're thinking of the right At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health. Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware at MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Hi, I'm Reggie Miller. Hi, I'm Marty Miller. Tax refund season is here, and it's time to turn that refund into a ride. Come see us at RAM 5 Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street. Where you driving dreams come true. Also, good luck to our favorite Redskin, Quentin Summer.
Hi, I'm John Ainello, proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses that make Coshocton such a special place. For over 10 years, the John Ainell Agency has been helping our neighbors find the right coverage for auto, home, life, business, farm, and annuity insurance, with options that fit your life and your budget. We're not just an agency, we're part of this community. Call TWFG Ainell Insurance at 740-295-9460 for a free quote. And let's protect what matters most together.
Did you know Wits of Coshocton has lunch specials for under $5? This includes shredded chicken, grilled cheese, BLTs, or chicken salad sandwiches. Enjoy a delicious foot-long coney, bag of chips, and a 12-ounce drink for only $4. Check every Monday for the new weekly specials as well as the custard flavor of the week. On Tuesdays, all scoops are half price. Witt's Frozen Custard is now open 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday. Witt's Frozen Custard is now located inside the Coshocton Coffee Connection at 750 South 2nd Street.
As the Redskins fall to St. Clairsville in the district finals here this afternoon by a score of 52-44. Good ball game all the way through, no question about that. St. Clairsville and Coshocton were tied at the end of the first break at 11-11. St. Clairsville had a 4-point lead at halftime at 24-20. Coshocton cut that by 1 to 38-35 after 3. Made their foul shots down the stretch, and they defeat Coshocton here this afternoon by a score of 52-44. Taking a look at individual scoring in the ball game. First for St. Clairsville, they were led by Luke Schaefer. Schaefer with 20 points in the ball game tonight. He had 8 field goals, 4 free throws for that 20-point total. Griffin Straub, their leading scorer, had 13 points. He had 4 field goals and 3 free throws. 5 field goals and 3 free throws for his 13 points. Brody Clifford had 3 triples for 9 points. Also involved, Nico Jacob had 8 points and 2 points for Ollie Mooley. That is the 52-point total for St. Clairsville. For Coshocton, they were led by Mason Williams. Williams, a good night offensively, scored 19 points for the Redskins. He had 9 field goals and 1 free throw for that 19-point total. Champ Haley, he had 14 points on a pair of triples. Also had 2 two-point field goals and 4 free throws for his 14-point total. Quentin Summers, in his last game, the senior, had 5 points. J.J. Herman, in his last game, a senior, had 2 points. Cash Murphy had 4 points and a ton of rebounds, as you will hear here in a bit. So that is the 44-point total for the Redskins. Now with the final team numbers, here's Chris Wallace.
Thank you very much, Coos. As you mentioned, St. Clairsville winner over Coshocton 52-44. 3-point land. St. Clairsville was 3 of 18, shooting 17%. Coshocton was 3 of 15, shooting 20%. 2-point field goals. St. Clairsville 17 of 27, shooting 63%. Coshocton was 15 of 36, shooting 42%. From the free throw line, St. Clairsville 9 of 18, shooting 50%. Coshocton was 5 of 10, also shooting 50%. In the rebounding department, it was Coshocton out-rebounding St. Clairsville 37-26. And turnovers, St. Clairsville with 8, Coshocton with 14. Taking a look at some individual rebounders in the ball game. first for St. Clairsville. 8 rebounds to Griffin Straub and 5 rebounds to Luke Schaefer. Taking a look for the Redskins, 11 big rebounds to Cash Murphy, 9 rebounds to Champ Haley, 5 rebounds for Mason Williams, 4 rebounds for Quentin Summers, and 3 rebounds for J.J. Herman.
One of those names, you get 2 things really stick out when you look at these numbers is going to be rebounding edge and turnovers. I think turnovers probably the biggest the difference in this basketball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Those turnovers very costly for the Redskins as they kind of struggled to in the third and fourth quarter. St. Clairsville just kind of turned up the pressure and just made it difficult, and that's when St. Clairsville went on a nice run as well to really open it up there. I tell you what, rebounding surprisingly sticks out for Coshocton at 37-26. Kind of an interesting one there. There was a few possessions where a couple Redskins got 2-3 rebounds at a time, and offensively to keep the ball alive. Did a great job boxing out Straub as well and keeping him off the boards as, Cash Murphy had more rebounds than he did. But, yeah, turnovers is definitely a big one. Interesting to me is, both teams fairly good three-point shooters. Both teams each team made three-pointers apiece. So I think that just goes to the defensive battle that we had here this afternoon. St. Clairsville specifically with that physicality and really keeping kind of Coshocton at bay. Coshocton got off to a great start and kind of kept it going there. St. Clairsville, as you mentioned earlier, just a senior veteran team, and that experience and, of course, great size as well also helps, and obviously a bunch of great athletes too.
All right, and with that win, the St. Clairsville moves on to the regional tournament. That game will be played in Zanesville, and they'll be playing the winner of the game that you'll hear on WTNS later on this evening at 7 o'clock as Ridgewood and West Muskingum do battle. So the winner of that game will meet St. Clairsville in the regional semifinals, I believe next Wednesday down at Zanesville. I just wanted to mention that Coshocton finishes their regular season with with a record of 13-12, and for a bunch of sophomores, basically, and sprinkled in a couple seniors and freshmen, the future very bright for this Coshocton team.
Absolutely, definitely very bright. You got Leo Lopper out there as a freshman, and of course, Cash Murphy, and just a younger team, and obviously a couple good seniors or a couple seniors with great leadership is what I was trying to say. But going to miss the seniors as always as the season comes to an end, and always a sad time. And a few of those players will be looking to reload for next year. Already we'll be getting in the gym here before too long and getting ready again for the next season.
All right, last order of business for us will be the Warehouse Steakenstein player of the game. We're going to give that to Mason Williams. He'll be the recipient of a gift certificate good for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger or the legendary onion rings, courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. I want to thank the Claxon Communication game. Jaron Aber here doing the direction. Also, we'll have Mr. Mobley up top, and back at WTNS Central, Cody Croy doing the good work, and we appreciate him. My partner's Chris Wallace. Once again, the final score here is St. Clairsville moving on as they defeat Coshocton by a score of 52-44. I'm Steve Corries. Have a nice rest of the day, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.